Hi all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share information with you about two manhunts that are currently underway for a murder suspect who escaped from prison in Warren County, Pennsylvania, and a second murder suspect who escaped from a medical facility in Sacramento, California. Police in Pennsylvania are searching for 34-year-old Michael Burham, who they say escaped from a jail in Warren County, Pennsylvania, on the night of July 6th of 2023. According to police, he was somehow able to escape by using exercise equipment to get onto the roof of the jail, then used sheets tied together as a rope to get down to the ground. And police in California are searching for 35-year-old Eric James Abril, who they say disappeared from the Sutter Roseville Medical Center in the early hours of July 9th after he was taken there for treatment while in police custody. Manhunts for the prisoners are currently underway, and although police are asking for the public's help to locate them, they're also advising that the public use extreme caution and not approach either prisoner if spotted.
My name is Lieutenant Colonel George Bivens. I'm the Deputy Commissioner of Operations for the Pennsylvania State Police. I'm joined here this afternoon by Chief Joseph Sproveri, Warren City Police Department, Warren County Assistant District Attorney Cody Brown, Warren County Sheriff Brian Zabel, Major Bill Maitland, the Area Commander for the State Police, and Captain Kirk Reese, Troop Commander from Erie for the Pennsylvania State Police. So let me provide a bit of an overview of where we are and how we got here. Michael Charles Burham, 34 years of age, was in the Warren County Jail on a $1 million bail for kidnapping, burglary, and related charges. During the late hours of Thursday, July 6th, Burham escaped from the Warren County Jail. The escape is currently being investigated by the Warren City Police Department. Burham was last seen wearing a denim jacket, orange striped jumpsuit, and Crocs. We believe it's entirely possible he may have changed clothing and may no longer be in that prison attire. The initial search at the time of his escape began in the city of Warren, but has now expanded out to surrounding areas. At this time, we have no reason to believe that Burham has left the general area. Burham is a self-taught survivalist with military experience and could be potentially holed up in a wooded area near the city. We are considering him armed and dangerous, and we are cautioning residents if they see him or believe that he may be anywhere near them, that they should not attempt to approach him. Anyone who has any information is asked to contact Pennsylvania State Police Warren Station at 814-728-3600. All tips are being followed up and investigated. At this time, the U.S. Marshals have offered a $7,500 reward, and the Warren County Crime Stoppers has offered a $2,000 reward for information leading to his apprehension. I would stress that this remains a very fluid and active investigation, which is being conducted in conjunction with our law enforcement partners, including the City of Warren Police Department, the Warren County Sheriff's Office, the Warren County District Attorney's Office, the Youngsville Borough Police Department, Conewago Township Police Department, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Erie and Buffalo sectors, U.S. Department of Forestry, the U.S. Marshals Service, the New York State Police, Jamestown, New York Police Department, Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office, Pennsylvania State Parole, and Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. As you can see, there are a lot of agencies and a lot of resources being brought to bear. Pennsylvania State Police is utilizing all appropriate resources from those agencies and from within our own, and we are committed to the safety of the residents in the Warren County area. Residents can expect to see law enforcement and aviation assets being deployed in response to tips or development of various investigative leads. And again, we are doing everything we can to be as minimally disruptive while at the same time working hard to protect the citizens and residents of this area. Again, I would remind anybody with information or concerns to contact State Police at Warren at 814-728-3600. I would be happy to take any questions you have at this time.
Regarding the press release, you mentioned here armed and dangerous. Since he escaped from the Warren County Jail, do you believe he's procured a firearm or something like that?
We are basing that on his previous actions when he has escaped. In the past, he has procured a firearm. Based on information that we have received, we think it's entirely possible. At this point, I can't confirm it 100%, but out of an abundance of caution, we're considering him armed, and certainly with his past criminal history, he's dangerous.
Is the fact that you believe he's still in the general area based on information and tips you have received?
It's based on information we've received. It's based on investigative efforts that our people have undertaken. There are a number of things we would look at in an investigation like this that would help us form an opinion about that. And at this point, again, no reason to believe that he's fled the general area.
Eric Abril was able to escape from custody from the Sutter-Roseville Medical Center. Abril is the suspect in the April 6th shooting here in the city of Roseville that occurred at the Mahaney Park. Abril was brought to the Sutter-Roseville Medical Center on Thursday, July 6th for an unknown medical condition. He was transported here by ambulance and under guard. Abril has been under a 24-hour guard since arriving at the hospital. Unfortunately, today, shortly after 3 a.m., Abril was able to escape. We believe he was last seen wearing belly chains and orange jail pants. No shirt, no shoes. There was a brief foot pursuit with a deputy who was on scene. Unfortunately, Abril was still able to escape. All of our resources are focused on making sure we get Abril back into custody. Clearly, we consider Abril a very dangerous fugitive. We have over 200 law enforcement officers on scene right now helping us in this search. These are local, state, and federal resources from throughout our region. We're asking for the public's help to please remain diligent and notify us if you see anything suspicious, and know that we will not stop until Abril is back in custody, and we will utilize every resource at our disposal until that happens.
Abril was charged with 4 felony counts of murder and attempted murder after shooting a police officer and taking 2 hostages, one of whom died during a shootout as police tried to serve Abril with a felony warrant on April 6th in Roseville, California. One man who witnessed the shootout described what he saw that day.
This has been a very scary afternoon for the people here in Roseville, here at Mahaney Park, just enjoying a beautiful afternoon when they say that there was a shooting that took place. Before we get to that, let me just set the scene where we are. We're moved a lot closer here. We are behind the crime scene tape, but there is a lot of police present again here in the park. I'm told it is safe. This park's still in lockdown, though, and there are folks in the library, and there's a fitness center, and those baseball fields. So according to an eyewitness, a grandfather who was here about 12:30 with his 12-year-old grandson and his grandson's 12-year-old friend, they were doing batting practice. He said there's probably about a dozen people out here on the ball fields batting practice, just, getting some practice in here while they're on spring break. And he said suddenly he saw 6 or 7 law enforcement officers come up and say, "Get down, get down. Stop," something along those lines. And then he said the shooting just started occurring. And then he also ran to the dugout. Let's go ahead and hear from him what he told us what happened.
We were just gathered the balls. We were on the mound getting ready to go, and a group of people started coming up to field number 1 between field number 2 and the junior field. And all of a sudden, a bunch of cops, probably 6 or 7, started yelling to get down, get on the ground, and this guy with a dog just kept going, not running fast, but trotting. And then all of a sudden, a gun came out, and they started shooting, like lots of shots. Yeah, so we ran to the dugout, and I think the cops were shooting this way, and this guy was shooting back at the cops, and the bullets were coming by us, and so we got down low. Yeah, very scary.
Police say Abril has an extensive criminal history. and should be considered dangerous. Michael Burham is suspected of murdering Kayla Hodgkin in New York on May 11th of 2023 before he burned a vehicle and carjacked a couple who he held hostage as he escaped to South Carolina. He released the couple unharmed and went on the run until the FBI put out the word that he was wanted, and he was spotted on the property of a man who called 911. When police found the vehicle he stole from his hostages, they claimed they found a note inside that Burham left for his father that read, "Hey Dad, I'm safe for now. Just left the area. Sorry for all the problems I caused the family. I quit drinking since May 10th. I'm not sorry for what I did. However, I do feel terrible about the children. I would like, redacted, and redacted, to adopt, redacted. Talk to you soon. Love, Mike." Police said Burham had been on the run for days in South Carolina before they received the tip and were able to track him using canines. So this is the second manhunt police and FBI have conducted for him. But the man who turned him in says he's not worried that Burham will show up to seek vengeance.
That massive manhunt in Berkeley County is once again on the run. Could he return to the Lowcountry? We speak to the Berkeley County Sheriff and the couple who turned in Michael Burham.
He's going to come back here for revenge. He's going to do this. I'm not worried about it because it'll be a different story coming back this time.
Another manhunt for Michael Burham. Good evening. I'm Katie Solt. First at 6. He escaped from a jail in Pennsylvania last night, just a month and a half after he was captured in Berkeley County. Conley Grayson joins us live now. And Conley, you actually spoke with the couple from UG who helped put an end to the days-long search here. What did they say about Burham's escape?
On May 24th, Anthony Phillips and his wife found Michael Burham hiding out behind a shed on their property. They find out about his latest escape this morning, but Anthony tells me he's not scared.
Our Facebook. You hear about everything on Facebook.
Anthony Phillips woke up to the news he and his wife never wanted to hear.
Like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. First person I texted was my mama, and I was like, "Hey, mama," "you're not gonna believe this."
The fugitive he once helped catch was back on the loose.
That guy is relentless. I tell you what, he don't give up, does he?
Here is the jail.
Mm-hmm.
He tied together bed sheets and roped down the building.
You gotta be kidding me.
Phillips walked us through when he saw Burham hiding on his property.
His shoes were right here. That's where his shoes were at. He was about right here, and I seen his shorts that said "and" one on them. He was wrapped up with that right there. He took off running. You can still see the tree limbs where they broke from whenever he took off running through there.
He says if Burham comes back, it'll be a different story.
No, you get from one house, you're gonna go to another one, and that person at that house might be more well off than this person as far as ammunition and everything like that goes. They're going to put you down, whether it gets put down over here, there. It's Berkeley County.
Berkeley County Sheriff's Office and Charleston County Sheriff's Office said they are aware of Burham's escape. They say they have no information indicating he would return to the Lowcountry.
We would, respond with all available personnel and then seek assistance from surrounding agencies like we did, as well as, the SLED and the FBI and our partners here in the Lowcountry.
As for the Phillips, Anthony says they have a plan too.
They apprehended him and took him all the way up north. I mean, he should have just left us down south. I should have done what I should have done. I should have pulled something on him and maybe we wouldn't be dealing with this.
Now, back in May, there was a $10,000 reward offered by the FBI for Burham's whereabouts. The couple told me they still have not received that money for finding Burham. Working for you, Conley Grayson, News 4.
Thank you, Conley. Burham is facing charges in New York for murder. The Chautauqua County District Attorney explained why Burham was being held in Pennsylvania. Remember, he is accused of kidnapping an elderly couple in PA, and he drove their car all the way to the Lowcountry.
It hasn't changed what's happening here. So here in Chautauqua County, we've been developing the case that occurred back in May. There was a number of different forms of evidence that were collected at the crime scenes. They were out for testing. Chautauqua County, as you probably know, is a rural community. We don't have our own crime lab. We rely upon state, federal, and even the crime lab in Erie County, which has been very good to us to do testing of all the scientific evidence that's been collected. We're waiting for those laboratory results to come back so that we can go forward with our charges.
Police say he's a survivalist with military experience, so they believe he's hiding out in wooded areas, and they say they've already found some small campsites in the areas they're searching that he may have left behind. They say they're searching a lot of rough terrain on foot, but if he's being helped by anyone, he may have already left the area. I hope they're both caught soon, before they hurt anybody else. These are very scary situations. Thank you all so very much for watching. I appreciate you. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on my next video.